Duva. This department and this administration has zero tolerance for unlawful activity and is committed to protecting children who suffered the consequences of open borders. Today we are announcing the indictments of 3 individuals: Maritza Kawik-Koch, her brother Carlos Agustin Kawik-Koch, and Gladys Marina Call-Chen. This was out of the Northern District of Ohio. All 3 are illegal aliens from Guatemala who allegedly took part in a wide-ranging conspiracy to smuggle more than a dozen children into the United States by scamming the system and exploiting the loopholes created by the last administration. This is one example, one indictment, but it is not unique. There are over 15,500 super sponsor cases that we have identified along with DHS. And again, these super sponsor cases are when somebody sponsors more than 3 children, unrelated, and they're unaccompanied minors that come in the United States. I also want to announce today from the same district in Ohio, the Northern District, the sentencing of another criminal illegal alien who was convicted, also from Guatemala. He was a 27-year-old man who came to the United States, smuggled in a 14-year-old child by submitting false paperwork and lying on the forms, claiming to be her brother, proceeded to sexually assault this young woman. And these 2 cases, while only 2, help explain how what was going on is really the stuff of nightmares. Now, these charges brought by the Department of Justice show the important partnership between HHS and DHS and with the Department of Justice. All of us are going after those who illegally brought children to this country. And again, these are dangerous and lonely paths from wherever they're coming into the United States, and many of them have had heinous crimes committed against them. So leading and supporting the Department of Justice's nationwide effort against UAC-related crimes is Joint Task Force Alpha. The task force is a highly successful partnership between the Department of Justice and the Department of Homeland Security, and obviously we use investigative support from the FBI and other agencies, including HHS and their Office of Inspector General. Their Joint Task Force Alpha's mission is to dismantle human smuggling and human trafficking rings throughout the Americas. So this is as is obvious from the numbers, this is a vast problem, but it's something that we're extraordinarily focused on and will remain focused on until it's completely fixed, addressed, and remedied. Some other things that the Department of Justice is doing to combat human trafficking. We have directed every U.S. Attorney's Office that they must pursue all viable charges related to UAC sponsor fraud, all available immigration violations, and any other crimes involving unaccompanied minors, such as labor or sex trafficking, aggravated identity theft, or alien smuggling. Every U.S. Attorney's Office in this country has a designated UAC coordinator, which helps streamline communication with law enforcement agencies and facilitate the prosecution of defendants involved in trafficking UACs. The criminal division is led by Tyson Duva, who's with me on stage. The criminal division works closely with U.S. Attorney's offices and Joint Task Force Alpha to make sure that all the resources are brought to bear on the most egregious and important cases in this space. We will not accept half measures when it comes to securing the border, protecting American lives, and saving children from exploitation. In this administration, as President Trump says almost every day, because it's true, the border will be secure, innocent children will be protected, and sponsors should be properly vetted, and those who seek to commit crimes by way of our borders will face justice. So again, I thank everybody for being here this morning. I would like to ask Secretary Mullen to come and say a few words now. Thank you.
Thank you, Todd. And first of all, I want to thank the Trump administration and President Trump's leadership in going after the worst of the worst. You know, I tell people that I haven't quit smiling since I've been Secretary of the Department of Homeland Security, but I have to take that back, because when we start digging into these cases and you start hearing the absolute horrific things that took place underneath the Biden administration, under true neglect at best and criminal at worst, to allow 450,000 kids to go missing throughout this country. President Trump has made it a point to go find these kids. Because of our partnership with HHS and DOJ, Department of Homeland Security, truly using the best of the best, to which the Democrats sometimes want to demonize, because a lot of times this is ICE, this is HSI, this is CBP. These individuals that the Democrats seem to want to defund, but because of President Trump, we finally funded them for 3 years. We're able to push and go find these kids. We found 146,000 kids so far. 146,000 kids. We still have nearly 300,000 missing. We're investigating reports to where some of these kids claim that they were raped 600 to 700 times. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you have kids, if you don't have kids. I don't care if you're liberal, you're independent, you're a Democrat, you're a Republican. If you can't stand for law enforcement to go find these kids, who are you? Who are you? Every leader should understand what's going on. And do you know where we're finding the most of them? Sanctuary cities. Because they know they're safe. That's why they're called sanctuary cities. Because of President Trump's leadership, we're going into those sanctuary cities. We have mayors like Mandami in New York who want to say you're not welcome. As a mayor, he knows what's happening on the streets. He knows who he's harboring, and at this point in abating. By saying that we can't go operate, we're going to. We're going to go find the worst of the worst. We're going to rescue as many kids as we possibly can. We're going to enforce our nation's laws, and we're going to right the wrongs that the Biden administration turned a blind eye to. It's because of President Trump's leadership. It's horrific to what's happening right in our own country because of 4 years of that allowed unvetted sponsors to come 50,000 kids on our borders, knowing their reports, while the Biden administration was in office, their own reports was reporting that over a third of the females, regardless of age, was sexually assaulted before they made it to their border. They knew it was human traffickers that were trafficking these young kids to the border, and then they were unvetting or refusing to vet the so-called sponsors, and there was 0 wellness checks. And they want to claim that Republicans, because we're enforcing the laws, is inhumane somehow? What's inhumane about taking care of our kids? As a father of 6 with 3 young girls, I will do whatever I have to do. I will move heaven and hell to go find these kids. And guess what? The same individuals that the Democrats want to demonize every single day, which is our law enforcement, out there doing that job. And I am proud as I can possibly be to sit here as secretary to say, because of our relationship with DOJ, with HHS, and this administration, we're going to find you. And those that preyed on these young kids, we're going to bring you to justice. We're going to charge you. We're going to work side by side with Todd Blanche and DOJ to make sure you pay for your crimes. So I want to thank President Trump. I want to thank Secretary Kennedy. I want to thank Acting Attorney General Todd Blanche for helping us fight against the worst of the worst and bringing them to justice.
Thank you very much, Secretary Mullen. If Angie, you want to say words?
Good morning. Thank you. I'm Angie Salazar. I'm the Acting Director of Office of Refugee Resettlement. Today's announcement confirms what we already knew, that during the Biden era, human smuggling networks exploited the immigration system and open border policies to profit and further their criminal enterprise at the expense of vulnerable children. You've heard the scale of the problem, over 450,000. I just want to emphasize, those children are all referred to ORR. That is an average of more than 300 children per day for 4 years. By law, ORR is responsible for the care and placement of unaccompanied children. In principle, that responsibility should mirror the standards of the American foster care system, which demands rigorous background checks, vetting of caregivers, financial stability verification, and home visits before a child is turned over. Instead, these children were released to adults who were rarely seen in person. They were sent to addresses that were not visited or verified. The children were shuffled by contractors through airports and delivered to unvetted sponsors. In 2024, the DHS Office of Inspector General reported that nearly 300,000 of those children could not be accounted for. We continue to hear claims that this was merely a paperwork issue. It was not. When the government lacks reliable contact information or an effective means of tracking children, that is a child welfare failure. ORR suspects that over 40 unaccompanied children are linked to this organization via aliases, documents, or addresses. And this is exactly why ORR reforms are necessary. Under the strong leadership of Secretary Kennedy and President Trump, ORR has reviewed our data and identified over 81,000 addresses that were used repeatedly to take children. Over 76,000 instances where mandatory safety checks were missing. Over 97,000 cases that lacked background checks. And instances where fingerprint and DNA and human trafficking risks were either not required, ineffective, or applied in an inconsistent manner. The Trump administration has taken immediate action to find these children and close the loopholes. You've heard to date, we've located with Department of Justice and DHS approximately 146,000. Some have been located that were sexually assaulted, others deceased, and some committing heinous crimes. So what has changed? Today, ORR requires valid identity documents, fingerprint background checks. We identify repeat sponsors. We require DNA testing when family relationship is claimed. We also verify income, and we most importantly, we physically verify the homes, the addresses, and we meet with sponsors in person. And for the first time, ORR is in lockstep with our law enforcement partners to identify bad actors and protect children. We are prioritizing child safety over placement speed and modernizing our systems to strengthen oversight and accountability. Every child referred to ORR's custody deserves protection. Thank you.
Thank you, Acting Attorney General Blanche and Secretary Mullen and Acting Director Salazar. I'm Tyson Duva, Assistant Attorney General, and I run the Criminal Division. The Criminal Division is at the forefront of some of the department's most important initiatives, including going after people who abuse and exploit our most vulnerable, our children who arrive at our borders alone. In the Northern District of Ohio, which is under the leadership of United States Attorney David Tepfer, our offices are partnering together to announce the charges that Acting Attorney General Blanche described against 3 Guatemala nationals and the sentencing of the 4th, all living in this country illegally and all tied to smuggling of unaccompanied alien children into the United States. And I'm going to talk about those cases a little more specifically. Maritza Koek Koch was arrested in Ohio for leading an alien smuggling network and submitting multiple fraudulent sponsorship applications for unaccompanied alien children. Maritza's brother, Carlos Koek Koch, was also indicted for his role in that conspiracy for smuggling, including for one of the children that Maritza helped smuggle into the United States.
Hello?
Hello, good
Hello.
morning. My name is Eddie Grant, calling you from Medford. Am I through to Douglas Monroe?
How can I help you?
Yes, calling How are you?
How can I help you?
Yes, would you be able to process the payments right now, sir?
I don't understand what you're saying. You're breaking up.
Can you hear me a bit better now, Mr. Monroe?
How can I help you?
Yes, sir. As I was saying, that we have noticed that with your recent payments, it didn't go through successfully.
Recent payments to
So just
what?
want to see
Recent payments to who?
from your subscription service that you are signed up with Medvay.
What subscription you talking about? You're breaking up. What subscription?
In regards to Quad 5-pack medication.
No. That's fraud. Somebody's using my name.
So, sir, we have the information right here.
Well, I'm telling you,
Created
I don't
the
have any
shit.
medication. So what you gonna do now?
Oh, Mr. Monroe.
What are you gonna do now?
Please.
You gonna come get it? You gonna come make me pay? You wanna meet me somewhere and make me pay? Or are you gonna find out what's going on? Because I will whip your
Yes.
ass if you call me back. If you want, we can meet. Now kick your fucking ass. How about that? Is that what you want? If not, you
Mr.
should
Monroe,
hang
this-
up, sir. 'Cause I ain't got nothing else to say to you. Calling me about some shit I never
Oh.
heard of. The fuck out of here.
who was herself fraudulently sponsored and smuggled into the country as an unaccompanied child, now as an adult is charged with doing the same thing. We also secured a prison sentence yesterday for Juan TLG, who lied to obtain custody of a 14-year-old girl and then sexually assaulted her. He will serve a total of 10 years in prison based on his state and federal convictions. These cases tell a story. First, about the crimes that people commit to come to the United States illegally, the dangers and risks associated with that often long journey, including tragic consequences of vulnerable children being subjected to smugglers who exploit them, often sexually and physically. And second, how criminals use a child protection program to commit fraud. In the Maritza Coek Coke case between December 2020 and October 2023, Maritza submitted sponsorship applications using others' identities, falsely claiming them to be children of close relatives to obtain custody of them. She used other people's birth certificates, Guatemalan consular ID cards to deceive ORR, even submitting photographs of herself holding someone else's ID. Several of those applications were successful, causing the ORR to release children to her care. This was a business. Payments were deposited into her and her co-conspirators' bank accounts. 2 weeks ago, agents searched Maritza's residence in Cleveland, Ohio, and found Maritza and 8 other adults and 4 minor children living there. Nearly all the adults were illegal aliens. 4 had themselves been unaccompanied children. This case highlights the fraud and abuse perpetrated by illegal aliens and exposes how this government program was manipulated to bring children to the United States and deliver them to unvetted people. Juan TLG is a separate case. He was sentenced yesterday, and those convictions stem from alien smuggling, making false statements, and aggravated identity theft. In September 2023, Xi arranged for a coyote to have a Guatemalan family's 14-year-old girl illegally enter the United States. He submitted a sponsorship application and lied that the girl was his sister. He was entrusted with her care and sexually assaulted her multiple times. Xi told her the sex was repayment for bringing her to the United States, 14 years old. For Xi's state and federal convictions, he will spend the next 10 years in prison. Since day one of this administration, Joint Task Force Alpha, led by the Criminal Division's Human Rights and Special Prosecution Section, has stepped up to the challenge and quickly assembled a team of prosecutors to work with ORR and HSI and other investigative partners in this area. The cases announced today are just a snapshot of the important work, and there are others. In Louisiana, we convicted an illegal alien from Guatemala who submitted a fraudulent sponsorship application, falsely claiming the child was his brother. In Georgia, we indicted 2 illegal aliens from Honduras who targeted a child online, lured her to the United States, and filed a fraudulent sponsorship application to gain custody of her. In Kansas, we indicted another illegal alien from Honduras and a Kansas woman for fraudulently seeking to obtain custody of a UAC. The charges and sentence announced today are the work of law enforcement cooperation. HHS, OIG, HSI, FBI, and our partners at HHS ORR. I would like to again recognize U.S. Attorney David Tepfer for his leadership and excellent partnership on these cases charged in this district, and the prosecutors and agents on the line who handled the cases, did the complaints, brought them to grand jury, and handled the sentencings. There is much to be done, and under the leadership of Acting Attorney General Blanche and Secretary Mullen, we will do the work. Thank you.
Thanks, Tyson. Okay, so we'll take a couple questions on what we're here for today. You, go ahead.
So I have an on-topic and an off-topic. The on-topic is, first of all, is this problem still widespread? Is it being completely stopped? Secondly, you said you located 146,000 of them, and 300,000 are still out there. What's their fate? Are they being deported, or are they being allowed to stay in the country?
So let me, I don't know, Secretary, you want to address the first question, and then I can handle the next one.
So on the 146,000 we found with their sponsors, though some of them were just wellness checks that we went through that were maybe not vetted correctly, but the child was okay, the person was in the country legally, we were able to check that off. Other ones were criminal, so those that were exporting the children were charging. DOJ is helping with that. Some were in labor trafficking rings, some were in sex trafficking rings, some we couldn't maybe prove that either the child was being utilized in that way because the child was the vast majority of the 146 were obtained illegally, the vast majority, and so charges are still moving forward with those. We can't. I'm not able to release the exact number of the individuals that were the children that were being exported and trafficked. As the gentleman spoke right before me, some of the individuals now that were brought over children are now adults. The ones that are here are adults. We're working on the process of sending them back.
And so this widespread, and then I have a second question. Still widespread.
Go ahead.
Is this still a widespread problem at the border? And then I have a second off topic.
Whether it's, well, I mean, it's not widespread. I mean, I think it's pretty, I don't think there's any dispute. The borders have been closed to folks that are not allowed in, and it's been that way for over a year. But yes, we are still dealing with a crisis in this country from what happened for 4 years. And one of the reasons why we wanted to have you all here today is to remind folks of the crisis that was created that we are still dealing with. When you talk about numbers and you say 450,000, right, and then you say 300,000 are still unaccompanied, are still unaccounted for, at least partially. And then when you look at the great work we've done in a year, 100,000+, that's all great, but there's still a tremendous amount of work left to do. I mean, that's and will it be finished in a year? No, I mean, this is a problem that was created for a long time. It's hard to find. I mean, what Acting Director Salazar talked about is true. Like you have over 81,000 addresses in this country had multiple unaccompanied minors associated with those addresses. Yeah, that's the crisis we're dealing with.
And on the UFC fight,
I'm not going to talk about the UFC fight. We're just here to talk about this.
Order if he does order that it be blocked?
I'm not going to talk about the UFC fight. We're here just to talk about why we're here today. Go ahead.
Thank you. Just a clarifying question on that. Why would children not be eligible for U or T visas even if they've aged out? And second, if I can, are there still efforts to expand child and family detention for processing these people or these migrant children?
Who wants to answer the first question? You answer the first question? Go ahead.
Yes, if we identify that they're victims of crime, which is what the 26 crimes under the U visa, or human trafficking, right, held against their will for commercial sex or forced labor, they will still be eligible, of course.
Well, aren't being, or those children, or if they've aged out, they're not being deported?
Even if they've aged out, if you're, like the laws here, if you're a victim of those crimes and law enforcement certifies them as such, then they're entitled to those.
Other questions?
Sorry, and the second on detention.
Yeah, what's the second one?
Are there still efforts to expand child and family detention?
To expand child and family detention? I don't know if that's Marco.
So we only have one family detention center right now, and it's in Texas, because of President Trump's secure border, and we have 0 coming into the country illegally at this point. The detention center is not even close to being at capacity, so we're those that are being held there, we're looking for placements and trying to get them back to the country where they came from and enter the country legally from.
On 0 people crossing the border, the SABRE program run by counties in Arizona through California, they are saying that they're still seeing unapprehended crossers. The apprehension rate is 33% there, so people are still crossing the border.
So when we start talking about the 0 entries, there's no one that we are apprehending that we're allowing into the country. I'm sure there are some gotaways because we're still building the wall to secure the border, but that number is extremely small. We went from having tens of thousands a week, sometimes in a day, to single-digit numbers, but we aren't able to see that. That's why we're building the wall. That's why President Trump has made it a priority to get the wall built from the Pacific to the Gulf of America. We will have the primary wall completed probably this time next year, and we'll just have very small corridors for individuals that's going to be trying to enter the country legally, where we can allow them to enter if they truly have a claim or have the right paperwork in place. But we are allowing no individuals to claim asylum to come into this country unless they can truly prove by legal statute what they have to require, not because they say the correct things on a handwritten card, but prove that they have an asylum need.
Thank you. Secretary Mullen.
Thank you very much. Question for the Attorney General and question for Secretary Mullen. Attorney General, I heard Secretary Mullen call this true neglect at best. I'm wondering, what is the evidence that government officials knowingly participated? In other words, are you alleging that the previous administration knowingly approved sponsored placements despite knowing there was evidence of fraud? Or are you alleging failures in screening and oversight? And can you just talk about the evidence that might support that distinction and be specific about how it applies to a certain number of cases?
So I don't think it can be disputed that the last administration knew this was happening. I mean, putting aside the public reporting about it at the time for many years during the Biden administration, we didn't go and hire forensic accountants or rock star federal agents to find out the data we're showing you. It's data that the government had and that government possessed. And so there were individuals occupying positions of leadership in this country that knew this was happening and this is what Secretary Mullen was talking about, either didn't care, encouraged it, or a little bit of both. I don't think that can be disputed. I don't think you're going to get DHS officials from the last administration telling you, oh my gosh, we're shocked. Wait, you're telling me there were hundreds of thousands of unaccompanied minors? Oh my God, I had no idea. That's not true. Of course I knew. And so I don't. And when you talk about the outrage that is hopefully coming through from what Secretary Mullen said and what I'm saying now, it should be outrage amongst everybody that this happened, and it did happen. And so whether somebody closed their eyes to it, and whether somebody just, was negligent, or whether it was something much more intentional and part of a policy that was in place to literally just have open borders, including unaccompanied children who were being abused and trafficked, that's not for me to answer. But I will tell you that this is not something that we had to dig far and deep to uncover. I mean, we've been talking about it since January 20th, and we'll continue talking about it. But yeah, so I'm not indicting the past leadership right here on this podium, but you also cannot ignore what was an incredible dereliction of duty at best.
It was encouraged, though, is quite a charge. I mean, what evidence do you have of that?
What evidence of what?
To say that it was encouraged, this behavior, is quite a charge.
Well, you can insert whatever word you want. I said encourage. If you know there's a problem and you're in a position of leadership to stop it and you don't stop it, what word should I use? I mean, I use the word encouraged. If it isn't as if this was a single day problem. You have a situation that happened over a number of years. They knew it was happening. It was brought to their attention it was happening, and they didn't do anything to stop it. As a matter of fact, when you look at the end of 2024, and there were 300,000, like, you just think in your mind that number and that number of young children, and then we had no idea where they were in this country. I mean, I continue to use the words encouraged. So
an opportunity to respond to that and answer that. I also want to ask you specifically about some of the sanctuary cities, as well as where these kids are coming from, if you can be more specific about some of these problem cases. I also do have an off-topic question.
So I don't think I need to explain what I said any more than what I said. It's negligent at best and criminal at worst. When you're not taking care of the kids that you're entrusted to take care of, negligence can turn into criminal. Now, that doesn't mean we're going to go after the individuals, but you can't, as Acting Attorney General said, you can't just simply turn a blind eye to it and say it wasn't happening. You can't even deny that. Everybody in this room knows it was happening. It was being reported at the time it was happening. And there was no outrage, and no one tried to hold these people accountable. And kids now have been paying for it. They've been getting raped over and over and over again because this previous administration chose not to enforce our nation's laws and protect the most vulnerable. That is shameful.
Lastly, I want to ask about immigration policies that are already shaping the World Cup. At least one referee from Somalia and one Iraqi team staff member were denied entry at U.S. airports in recent days, and dozens of fans have been denied.
What do you call it? Did you call it politics?
No.
What'd you say? I forget how you started that question.
Policies.
Yeah, policies are, we're not going to allow people that have criminal or maybe perceived to have criminal ties to come into this country. I don't care what your situation is. I'm not going to get into why we denied this individual, but there's a reason why this person was denied. Now, the left media wants to go out there and report and say this guy's a victim of because we're, anti-Somalia. No, we're not. We work closely with FIFA and the administration on a regular basis. We talk to the FIFA and their directors constantly. Anybody that was denied, we made the case for and showed them why they were denied. Now, to get into specifics of it, I'm not getting into the specifics of it, but Iran chose that was a difficult path. If there was any country we wasn't going to allow in here, Iran would probably be the reason why we wouldn't allow them in here, but we did, and we worked closely with the individuals with restrictions. And so there was multiple, more than just these two, there was multiple individuals throughout. We have a World Cup here. We got a lot of countries that doesn't exactly have access to the United States, and we did a phenomenal job on getting as many people cleared as we could, but some people just can't clear. And that's just the way it works with getting a visa to come to this great country. Yes.
Thank you. How does the partnership with law enforcement that you've described change your ability to find and protect these children? And then secondly, how many of these children have you been able to reunite with their families in foreign countries?
Well, first of all, let's talk about the 287G program, which is the greatest partnership we can have. It's shameful that we have governors like in Virginia and governors in New York and governors in California and and other sanctuary states that are refusing to allow their law enforcement to join in the 287G program, where we simply go after the worst of the worst. And we say to local law enforcement and to state enforcement that if you'll help us, you don't have to enforce, just if you run across these individuals, keep them. We'll pay you for your time. We'll even give you some of the equipment, and we'll pay for some of the equipment. Just hold them, and we'll come pick them up. And we have sanctuary states now that are popping up, in like New Jersey, that are saying, no, it's against the law for any state agency or any local agency to join in the 287G program to enforce our nation's laws. I don't even know how that's possible, to be honest with you. Why wouldn't you want to take the worst of the worst off your streets? Why would we allow? Let me just give you one statistic. 50% of all the murders that's happened in Fairfax County are by illegals. 41 individuals in Tennessee have been killed this year by illegals, well, in the last 12 months. Why? Why would any politician say that we wouldn't want to get those individuals off our streets? Why wouldn't they want to partner with DHS and the 287G program to help rid this type of activity out of our country and out of your communities? And I can't make sense of stupidity sometimes. We allow political theater to get in the way of actual law enforcement. And all we're saying is, let's protect our streets. And let's make sure that our kids can go play in our yards, that you guys can go on a run in the mornings. You that live in Washington, D.C., you know what it was like 2 years ago? What's it like today? Can you go run the streets? Can you go run the Capitol and feel safe? Could you have done that 18 months ago? No. And you know that. But because of President Trump's strong push for law enforcement, our communities and our cities are becoming safe again. Why wouldn't any elected official want the same in their backyard?
You spoke about Mayor Mondami and sanctuary cities. How do you envision the operations from your department in New York or other sanctuary cities as compared to what happened in Minnesota or California prior to you?
When you take somebody like Mondami, who is just this radical socialist, that's anti-law enforcement, anti-police, it's shameful because NYPD is awesome. They're phenomenal to work with. They have the best crowd procedures. They have the best law enforcement agency. I'd put them up against just about any city around the country. And they have a pride about them of doing so. But you got a mayor that's not allowing them to do their job. And it's shameful. All these guys in the NYPD, they just want to go to work. They want to do something that they feel like they were called to do. And they're great at it. But they got a leader that's handcuffing them. And hopefully the people of New York will wise up and get a true leader in there in a few years.
Operations look different than Minnesota or California.
Well, if we had partnership with NYPD, we could clean that city up in 30 days. I mean that sincerely. We could clean that up with President Trump's leadership and us flexing with the ability we have. We've seen it happen in Memphis. We've seen it happen in New Orleans. We've seen it happen right here in Washington, D.C. We know how to do it.
So they came in. First thing they did was look up here to see who's working. I'm not sure where it is that way. And then they kept looking up here to see if we were looking, but we weren't. So I sent her and I just to keep an eye on them. And yeah, I saw her bag get full.
By the time she walked out of the store, police were already on the way.
Hey, let's stop here for a second. Hey, come on for a second. Just stay for a second.
What did I do?
What did you guys do?
What the hell did I do? What do you take for that? What? What I stole? We'll get there. So that's what you came for right now. What happened to the hoodie you're wearing, bro? I don't wear no hoodie. Never did. Look at every camera you see. I don't wear no hoodie, bro. You probably got the wrong guy. Nah, most definitely not. When we found those shoes, I didn't steal nothing. I didn't. That's the reason why you looked at us so hard, man, when we came through those doors. No, listen, I'm telling you. Stop, bro. Come on.
What followed was a series of denials, excuses, and finger-pointing that eventually led to a surprising confession.
Did he steal with you? Who's on it? Put it in my bag. So that's why. He put one in your bag.
shoes. No, I'm in trouble for something that I do, like for somebody to feel paid. You know what I mean? I just got adjudicated guilty today for some bullshit like this.
The entire encounter was captured on police body cam footage.
You can't stop.
No, I can't.
Hey, she has short shorts, same description of given. And he has
What's up, brother? You got any adults go back there to change and try so far?
What they look like?
White Hispanic lady, short jean shorts, black lady hair in a bun, pink bag, black male, black jeans, white lady.
Somebody stole it.
They stole from the other one, so they're supposed to be in here, but they see him come out, give us a holler. Yeah, black male, black jeans, white hoodie. I think they probably parked on the side. Hello? I think they got it. Yeah, we're there. Thank you. Okay.
Hey, let's stop here for a second. Hey, come on for a second. Just stay for a second. See, matches the other description given.
I'm taking care of the body. Are you with him?
Her too.
What did I do?
What did you guys do? Echo 80, we might be too tall. Yeah. Bring your hands behind your back. Stay there. Get her. Let's get her. Walk right by you.
I didn't see it. What the hell did I do? I was expecting white hoodie. We're gonna take with that.
What I stole?
We'll get there. So that's what you're paying for right now.
Okay.
You guys got ID on you?
No, I don't have mine.
Okay.
Got body on my phone.
Yeah. That's over here. Okay, I'm gonna go switch with Dennis.
Do you have an ID? Him? Do you have an ID? We'll make this easier. You go into Jane Doe and you're in there for much longer. So are you with us? Where's it gonna be? It's not in here. You got it. You want a Holy Bible? Is your name Jennifer? What's your date of birth, Jennifer?
Because I'm not going.
No matter. You made a choice.
I'm not leaving. Your stuff is there.
That's bad. Why would you do it again? So then maybe you need to learn a lesson. Alright, cool. That's not how it works.
What happened to the hoodie you're wearing, bro?
I don't wear no hoodie. Never did. Look at every camera you see. I don't wear no hoodie. You probably got the wrong guy.
Nah, most definitely not. When we found those shoes,
I didn't steal nothing. I didn't.
that's the reason why you looked at us so hard, man, when we came through those doors.
No, listen. I'm telling you.
Nah, bro, come on.
You guys don't press charges, do you? Yeah, we got called by New Balance about them. That's how we're. Can I get a receipt for that? Yeah, I just have voided receipt. We need to have it that we give it back. Yeah. I'm just gonna take a picture of it too. Let me take a picture quick.
I'll be right back.
It's just like a voided receipt or employee, whatever.
Jennifer, what's your middle initial?
Okay, so what's gonna happen?
If they want to prosecute, you go to jail. No, I can't ask them anything. They're a victim, and if they want to prosecute,
Your stuff is right there. I haven't even left the property.
no, you did. You walked past the
I just
window.
want to solve the issue.
We will solve the issue. Jennifer,
You don't give them no problem like that.
What's your date of birth? 98? What's your social?
I don't know.
You don't know your social. You're a grown woman. Look at the camera.
Are you giving a fake name?
No, I'm not.
Okay, I'm going to tell you right now, Jennifer, if that's your real name. Hey, if that is a fake name, you will be charged for that.
It doesn't matter. It could be anybody's credit card. I don't have an ID to see who you are.
Don't argue with me. That's my real name. That's my real name.
You're
I
detained right
don't
now?
know my
Cool.
social.
Let's put in the car.
Yeah.
They want to press charge.
Let's go.
I have
You're going to jail.
PTSD. I'm letting you know.
Okay, that's cool.
I do.
That's cool. But you're going to jail. Okay, cool. Really? You don't know your social?
No, I don't. Do you?
Oh, yeah, I do actually. Stay right there. Face the car.
Okay.
You have to take that stuff out if you want to. No, don't get in there yet. I haven't searched you. Huh? Doesn't matter. You're getting in my car. No, because you're going to jail. You made a choice. You always wear a corset? Except for your feet. All right, take a seat.
You don't know no better, man.
We don't take this top back stuff.
Yeah, I know, but she don't know no better.
All right.
I know better. She's got PTSD. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm studying trying to tell her. You got PTSD. Yeah. I don't got nothing on me. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Nothing.
I ain't know the girl though.
It's a friend of mine. Yeah, but she don't know no better. She got PTSD, you know? You know what I'm saying? Trying to tell her don't make it hard on her, you know what I'm saying? But anything like that there with her, y'all can be charged with her. I know she got it. Zero.
I got nothing. Why you have, bro? It's just weird. How come you have it in your sock?
Cause it's smoking weed, man.
You gonna put him in line?
Yeah. You have gloves by chance?
Yeah.
You have gloves?
Yeah. I gotta move. You probably won't wear medium with you. Large.
No, I wouldn't know. Thank you.
You gonna put him in line?
Yep. Oh, you know what? Don't worry about it. I don't want you to worry. You go. Don't worry about it. Yeah, you go.
She does know better because she went to court today for the same stuff. She knows better. She keeps doing it. That's fine, but that's not how you act when you commit a crime. She needs to take, like you need to take, be an adult and take ownership.
Is it? All right. So what did you see? Or who saw what?
So they came in. First thing they did was look up here to see who's working. I'm not sure. I think it's that way. And then they kept looking up here to see if we were looking, but we weren't. So I sent her and I just to keep an eye on them. And yeah, I saw her bag get full. Okay. And then after.
They had an Adidas pair, so if they took it, they could have dumped it there, but. Or I'll see what they're wearing. I didn't see anything else on them.
Yeah, so I just saw her bag get full, and then when they left, I went to check.
Okay, so you check that. I'll get a statement for you guys. I'm just gonna get a receipt for that.
Yeah.
I'll get a picture of it.
Well, we don't know.
13? Could be, because they had a bigger size for
I know, man. You gotta make sure, bro. That's all it is, man. Make sure you got no guns, man. Just tuck that. That's all it is, bro. I ain't trying to tuck you like that.
I was serious though.
All right. Let me get this figured out for you, bro.
Hey, listen. That's all right. Don't take it. Just put it on. They want to put it here to put it on the tax.
Why don't you take the phone for it?
Man, I ain't gonna let the girl be like that. I give you. I give.
Is she your girlfriend?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's fine.
Okay. Where you staying at now?
In Miami. Yeah, this little trip up there with a friend.
All right, I'm gonna turn the AC on for you, bro. Just
Yeah, I slow down. They said, yeah, right here we out, man.
no, you good, bro. Put you in AC, man. It's hot out here, you know.
All right.
Bro. Appreciate you being cool. Just give me a second, all right?
Yes, sir. But anything, listen, please. Anything with her, they want to like do some shit.
Yeah.
I take it.
Just give me a second, boss. All right.
All right.
All right, bro. I got the AC going back there for you, all right?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Nah, I ain't doing all that, bro. Yes, sir. Oh yeah, I was looking at you, man, but it's crazy because, bro, the second you looked at me, you had this face of like guiltiness, man. And then you took off the hoodie. You had a black hoodie over. You took that.
Look at the kid, Marty. I swear to God.
All right, bro. That's fine. Here, got it pulled off?
Yeah.
Nothing.
I'm on telegram.
Okay. Hello. Can I speak to the person that saw
Yeah. And so is the stock market. So what does that mean exactly? I mean, the stock market is also still nearly at record highs, so it's not exactly a full collapse. But boy, howdy, something's happening with oil. Is it because President Trump says he's going to seize all of Iran's oil and take their major oil depot, Karg Island? President Trump said Iran will be hit very hard tonight and we're going to seize all of their oil. Enough is enough. Iran has been playing pussyfoot with President Trump in these negotiations, publicly undermining the president, launching off ballistic missiles, proving that they're not serious about a peace negotiation where they could have gotten, quite frankly, a pretty plum deal. But now the Iranians are probably gone a little too far, which isn't the best thing to do with the guy who wrote a book called The Art of the Deal, President Trump. The United States will be hitting Iran. Navy, Air Force, radar, aircraft carrier, anti-aircraft, and other forms of defense, together with most of its offensive capability, are all gone. We'll be hitting them very hard tonight. At some point in the not too distant future, we're going to take Karg Island and other oil infrastructure points and assume total control of their oil and gas markets, the only thing keeping them alive, much like we have with Venezuela, which is working out brilliantly for both Venezuela and the United States of America. Thank you for your attention. This matters, says Donald Trump. President Trump straight up saying that because of this, right, because you continue to keep all of these tankers, I mean, goodness gracious, look at the backup here in the Strait of Hormuz. This is the Persian Gulf right here. Here's the Strait of Hormuz. I guess there's some ships that are moving, but these big old tankers, right? Some of them have been stuck now for months in the Persian Gulf, and then other tankers obviously sequestered outside in the Gulf of Oman, unable to move. I guess you could argue that there's plenty of traffic rolling through right here and rolling through over here into the Gulf of America. It's actually become a super highway of tankers like we've never seen before. It's all well and good, but obviously this has been a disruption, and I'm not going to argue somehow that like $4 or $5 gas is a good thing for America. It's not, and I don't like it, and I want it to end. And maybe the best way for it to end is for there to be overwhelming and complete and total force of nature destruction of Iran's capacities to create oil, make oil, or to engage in the economy at all. President Trump has done what I believe to be a masterstroke in going to China and negotiating the Chinese away from funding the Iranians and from delivering to the Iranians their ability to have counter-aircraft or countermeasures. But hey, man, they keep shooting things down. They keep shooting at American infrastructure and at our allies' infrastructure in the region. I don't know how long. This was the eventual result. This was the guaranteed eventual result. If Iran wasn't serious about negotiating, then eventually you were going to have some type of devastating invasion or destruction. Remember Power Plant and Bridge Day. President Trump puts Iran on notice, warning the regime will be hit very hard. They have no defense. They can't do anything about it. We dropped $250 million worth of bombs on them last night. Talking on Fox and Friends, Trump argued that Iran is already feeling the effects of the strikes. They're in submission. They just don't know it yet. Okay. Trump said he's going to take Karg Island. Okay, Karg Island. There we go. Karg Island looks like this. That's where it is. But let's go ahead and check it out on the map. It is the major oil depot for Iran, and it is where the oil is shipped from, and it's where the oil is refined so that it can be shipped. And it's way up the mouth of the Persian Gulf right here. And it's very close to American bases in Kuwait and in Iraq. And it kind of like is, well, just completely sitting out here in the open, and would be very easy, frankly, for the American military to go and snatch up. So that would be a land invasion of Iran. So that's where we're at. I'm not going to cheerlead it, but people make decisions, and eventually the decisions that you make are going to lead one way or the other. There's either going to be full-scale war, like just a war of absolute destruction with Iran and decimation, or there was going to be a tentative peace that I think everybody else in the world, including myself, was cheering for, and I wanted, and I cheerleaded for regularly, and I got humiliated, frankly, on this channel, because I guess I kept like biting the hook, line, and sinker that there was going to be a peace deal, and that peace deal was ready. And Iranian sources were saying it, American sources were saying it, Axios, Wall Street Journal, New York Times, everybody was like saying it. It's right there, it's right on the table. Iran's ready to sign. That's what the Iranian sources were saying. That's what their news sources were saying. Hey, as a sucker every day. I never want to lie to you, and I never want to deceive anyone. But we were reading the tea leaves. The market was reacting. The oil markets were reacting. President Trump effectively announced the U.S. will be putting boots on the ground in Iran in the near future. Karg Island, which is 1/3 the size of Manhattan, is located in the Persian Gulf, controls 90% of Iran's crude oil exports. There's roughly 1.5 to 2 million barrels of crude oil exports per day. Trump specifically said that this would be like a Venezuela-style takeover, and the U.S. would take complete control of Iran's oil and gas infrastructure if it happens to be the biggest escalation in the Iran war yet. We will receive Iran's response shortly. Okay, seizing Iran. Oil infrastructure, well, there it is. I didn't want it to get to this point. I wanted them to sign a peace deal. That's what I wanted. But maybe this is just the way that it has to be. I mean, again, we took the dictator out of Venezuela. You killed Ayatollah, and then you took their resources, and now Venezuela has a very, very different relationship with the United States of America. So here's the live reports in the Middle East. The Iran regime is in a zero-sum game. Any damage it inflicts on our allies in the Gulf will be paid for with funds extradited from Iranian accounts. Any tolls paid on the Persian Gulf Strait Authority will be offset by funds extracted from their accounts. Every attack Iran launches will only deepen economic and financial consequences that it faces. Yeah. So oil markets, wobbly, obviously, ping-pong balling. And we are disabling the tankers, the Iranian tankers that are trying to get through. There it is. Boom. So I guess we'll see. What happens. President Trump on the phone. Iran has no defense. They can't do anything about it. But the only thing they have is fake news. They have the New York Times who will write stories that they're doing great. They're really in submission, and they just don't know it yet. I would really like for the submission to be now. I'm not cheerleading or warmongering. I just want it over with. And I've been saying that on this channel for, I don't know, months, maybe more. I don't want America to lose. I don't want Iran to win. The president made this decision, and now I want it to be over. And I want it to be over in favor of peace in our time and security and stability. And that's what a superpower can provide. And I think that's what President Trump is doing here. I mean, eventually, this is going to be the card you're going to have to play. So let's hope that cooler heads prevail. Iran signs a peace deal, and we're done with it. But it is what it is at this point. Don't F around with Trump. See ya.
Open public to talk about it. This is embarrassing. But worse than that, it's dangerous. It is dangerous for this country. Mr. Wold, I want to pick up on something you just said a second ago about the OLC and their opinion as to when an auto pin can be used. Just be clear about this. Auto pin means not signed by the person. Auto pin is basically push of a button and it gets signed. OLC says only when the president specifically directs it and it is under his direct authority. Do I basically have that right?
That's correct, Senator.
So, based on the facts we know, did that happen in this case with all of the pardons and clemencies and other giveaways that Joe Biden signed?
Assuming that the Biden White House complied with sort of traditional practice of presidential administrations and that there was record keeping either from the staff secretary or others, there should be records to indicate either through covering memorandum or briefing books where the president would have signed his signature authorizing this decision. None of that has come forward. That would be very easy to dispel some of these concerns. And I think what we're seeing here is really the auto pen is best understood as sort of a tool of executive convenience.
Hold on a second. You just said something very important. I want to emphasize that. So what you're saying is that there should be, for every time that Biden authorized the auto pen, there should be a record of that. And he should have had to have registered his personal consent to using the auto pen. Is that basically correct?
I think to put it another way, I would say in the policy paper flow to the Oval Office, there should be a record of what documents are presented to the president when he gave his assent to the actions that are listed in those documents, whether it's a judicial nomination or it's a statutory response to Congress.
Well, I think the answer is we need to get those documents. And I just say to our friends in the media over here, you guys need to be asking for those documents, and we need to be asking for them, Mr. Chairman. We need to see those documents. And the president, the former president now, could certainly choose to release them. I'm sure they're part of his personal papers, right, Mr. Wolf?
That's correct. And the first place to start would be the staff secretary's office under President Biden.
Oh, here's the trail. If you want to know, if you want an answer to the question, did Joe Biden actually assent to the use of the auto pen and all? You think of all the people he pardoned, he granted clemency to: murderers, drug dealers, child rapists. Let's find out. Did he actually authorize it? There should be a record of it, is what we've learned today. Thank you for that testimony, Mr. Wold. There should be a record of it. So this is a binary question. It's not, oh, we don't know, gee, it's hard to say. No, actually, we can find out. So right now, today, I call on President Biden, former President Biden and his staff, release the documents. You have them, you know you have them, release them. If what you did is legal, and if you're really not embarrassed about it, and you think it was totally constitutional, release the paper flow. Show us the documents where the president authorized the use of the pen for every single pardon and clemency and stay application. Let's see it. Let's see all of it. And if you won't do it, we should subpoena those documents, and we should find out the truth of who was really running the White House, because I think we can see it was not Joe Biden. Thank you all for being here today. Mr. Wold, thanks for your testimony.
Senator Kennedy.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Gentlemen, I want to try to separate policy and politics for a second. I know it's hard to do around this place, but I thought Senator Cornyn made a very good point in his opening remarks. I think Senator Schmidt made the same point that the policy here is very important. And I want to ask you your opinion on the policy. Professor, tell me briefly, I know you can't talk about auto pens, but tell me briefly about the 25th Amendment.
Senator, the 25th Amendment provides the process by which to implement a principle that's in the original Constitution, which is when the president's unable to exercise the powers and duties of the presidency, somebody else exercises them, starting with the vice president. The 25th Amendment sets up a process by which, if there's a question whether the president is able to do that, the vice president and the heads of the executive departments can temporarily basically put the vice president in as acting president, and then Congress ultimately decides the question.
Well, the standard, is it not, Professor? The standard is disability of the president. Is that correct?
Unable to exercise the powers and duties.
Okay.
Yes.
Here's what I would like your opinion on, and the opinion of these two gentlemen here. You have all been staffers. You've worked in government. You've had a boss. In Mr. Spicer's case, his boss was the President of the United States. Let's suppose the president, you were using your experience as a staffer. You were working for the president, any president. Let me hypothetical.
It's your boy Ed, aka the Toe Golden. Y'all see what's going on. We back with another video. That's right, man. We back with another video. And we about to get active, man. I've been having a car that's been running around this area pretty much all day. The car just parked, so we're gonna try to swoop down on it, snatch that up, and keep it pushing. But yeah, been had a light day so far. Ain't really been too much action. Had a lot of other stuff we needed to take care of. But now that stuff can settled down, I got a chance to check my hit list again. And finally got a hit, man. So yeah, we about to get busy. Go ahead and suit up. Go ahead and suit on up. Oh, y'all don't, hey, I see y'all see it? Y'all see the SS? No, hey, y'all see the SS, man. SS ain't seen the road in about 4 years. Finally took it out the other garage and brought it up here because the guys, I finally found some people to actually pull the motor out and do put the new motor in. And then after they leave they shop, we're gonna go to my friend up at Fine Line Customs. And he gonna finish putting it together for me. You know, this like one of my all-time favorite cars, the Monte Carlo SS. I told myself, like, if I ever had the chance to get one, I'm gonna get one. And I've had this car for probably about 7 years now. I've had the car about 7 years now. And I had stopped driving it, like, because my dog had scratched the front of it up. And I was like, man, so I just put it in the garage. It's been in the garage for like the last 3-4 years. But finally about to get it together, man. I finally been a long time coming, but my baby got it. I'm sorry. I know I've been neglecting you. I know I'm neglecting you, man. I'm sorry. We back though. We back. But yeah, y'all, we about to get busy. So listen, I ain't about to hold y'all. Like I always say around this time, stick around. Y'all stick around. All right, y'all. So just made it over here. The vehicle is actually on the next street. It's an all-wheel drive, so we most definitely gonna have to dolly this joint. For some reason, I can't seem to get away from all-wheel drive. But it's part of the job description, so let me stop complaining and get ready to get to it. What's going on, bro?
What's me, bro?
Come to pick. No, a car on the list.
On the list of what?
The repo list.
Repo list. Who's the listen, boy. Whoa, hold on. No, you gotta pull up. What's that?
Equipment that I need if I could properly tow the vehicle.
Come on, bro. You ain't gotta take them off. Let the call or something, man. You just gonna take it.
Gotta take
You
it.
just gonna take it.
I got to, man.
Come on, man. That's manipulative rape, man. You can't do no shit. Hold on. What are you trying to say?
Just read the paper, man. They gave you, they said they reached out to you multiple times to give you.
I'm trying to reach out to you, brother. What you gonna do? Who you working for, man?
The people you got the vehicle from.
Devil, man. This ain't right, man. You gotta think better than this, man. Hold on, man. Let me make this more. See, now come on now, man. You doing too much now. You dressing all leather shit. She ain't come with that. Now don't do that, brother. Come on, man. You gonna hurt the tire. This is some bullshit. Hello? Yeah. Did you forget something the last couple months? Huh? Did you forget something today? No, you didn't leave the stove on. Phone the motherfucker. That's what I'm talking about. No, you don't know nothing about this? Okay, hold on, bro. Can we get something? Come on, man. Don't come with the many wheels. You don't like the trailer wheel on the. You don't do this, man. I got to do, man. I got things to pick up, man. I gotta go pick. Come on, man.
I understand that.
My wife on the side, she gonna be on some bullshit. I got shit to do, man. You can't be doing shit like this, man.
I got to
Give
take
me a
it.
chance. Okay, what do you take?
I honestly, it don't work like that. You know, I tell people all the time, like, once we get to this point, either you gotta call the people on that paper, work something out with them, or you can come down to my lot and you can make the payments down there also.
I mean, why I gotta come down?
Everything is right on the paper.
I'm gonna keep bootying them up. Don't do this to me, man. Come on, man. Can we work something out, man? God damn. You came down here, vests is on and you just used to this shit.
Hey, listen, I know about this neighborhood. I know about this neighborhood down here, man.
Neighborhood friendly until your ass came. You sit up here putting booties up in your cars and shit. Come on, man. I got things to do, man. What my kids gonna say? They already think I ain't.
Listen, if you make the payment, they won't even know, so they won't even have nothing to say.
I can't make it. You put boots on. What I'm supposed to pay you? What am I supposed to do? What you take right now?
I can't take nothing right now, bro.
I can't take this. What you mean you can't take nothing right now, man? Come on, man. I just lost my parents and shit. Okay, I was like 20 years old. Still, man, it's still on my mind, man. You can't do shit like this, man. Look at this, man. This ain't how the car came, man. I got things to do. I got kids to pick up.
That's how I gotta lead, though, man. I gotta lead like that now, though.
Oh, man, this is crazy. You knew I shouldn't have stopped to take a I see what I'm saying. Then see what happened when you brother, man. Come on, man. Listen. And you keep pulling out more tools. What does it take to do this shit? Listen, brother.
Hey, it take a little activity.
That's what I'm trying to say. Stop putting in all this hard work and this man. Oh no. Is that like the end sound?
Yeah, that's
like the over sound?
Yeah, it's over with. Remember on Mortal Kombat they say finish him? This the finish him sound, man.
Okay, but can we not do so much brutality? Oh, come on, man.
Finish.
Come on, man. Oh, jeez. And you gonna keep cranking me too, and you ain't gonna stop. You ain't gonna say you just got a lot of energy in you, don't you?
Hey.
Come on, man. Look, you like Kool-Aid? Bro, listen. Look, can we talk? We talk. Black man bought a black car. Go. I got shit. You gonna take this from me? I ain't gonna have nothing. People's gonna leave me alone, man. I don't know what's going on. She didn't pay the payment. I've been giving her the money. I don't know what she's doing with it. I will figure this out, man. I'm sending her here first, bro. She ain't right. I need the car. I got things to do.
No, I
got
understand.
Kids, grandkids, all kind of shit.
No, I understand that though for sure, bro. And
I ain't got slow grandkids. I ain't gonna say their name. Didn't know where they is. I gotta go get them too, man. Cause they can't cross the street by themselves, bro.
no, I understand that, man. I understand that. Believe me, 1,000, 1,000,000%.
I can't even walk. Where I'm gonna go? I barely made it to you. I just got my foot out. I'm taking the shit with my foot in the You can't do this to me, bro. Come on, man.
I got
brother a chance, man. The system never gave you a chance. You can, man. Come on, man.
They ain't give me a chance either. They ain't give me a chance either. But I came up out of it. But at the end of the day, listen, man, this ain't nothing but a vehicle. And them people right there, they most definitely might work with you if you call them and communicate with them. A lot of times we get in these situations, but you say you ain't know.
I didn't know. I'm trying to figure.
But if you call them back, listen, man.
See, I can't calm because it's up. See, when the war went up to raise my blood pressure, man, I can't. You know, I don't even. Get back. Come on, man. You can't do this to me, man. I just got finished. You make me gotta. I can't even go handle my business the way I'm supposed to handle my business.
But listen, while you handling your business on the toilet, just get them a call, man.
Come on, y'all.
Just give them a call. They listen. They might.
Got a kid in there. Make sure ain't no kid in there now.
Ain't no kid. Ain't no kid in there. Ain't no kid. You got the windows down. I can see straight through the windows. Ain't no kid in there.
Hey, come on, man. Like,
you'll get it back, man. Like, listen, if you gave her the money for it, you can get it back, bro.
I'm saying, this is just dead. This ain't right. How many people registry?
Huh?
How many people registry doing this now, bro?
None, man. None. My.
That's what I'm saying. See how busy I am? I can't even afford to get shot, bro. I shit to do, man. I'm so look, you know what? How about that? Boom. I drop some money on the ground. I walk away. All of a sudden, this motherfucker drop with it. We ain't got no motherfucker. How about that? You do like that?
Hey, listen, I still gotta leave with the car though. I still gotta leave with it, man.
I gotta snap you in the girlfriend too. Listen, man, the money and the bro, right, bah, right, and I'm like this. Look, I ain't.
Hey, listen, man.
I turn around like, what?
I appreciate. I appreciate your bravery, and I appreciate your enthusiasm. But listen, man, just call the people in that paper, bro. You'll get it back, man. I believe in you. I know you will, man. Hey, it's clean too. I think they gonna like it coming back like this, because a lot of cars I get, man, they don't come back in the same shape as they left the lot.
This is bullshit. Brother man.
Yeah, before I leave, do you got anything in the vehicle that you need to get out?
Brother man.
I guess I'm gonna take that as a no.
No, man. Hey, you taking my livelihood and live with yourself with that shit. Brother man. Fuck that.
Okay, we got this vehicle back, so we about to we'll put it on the next street, get it struck down. We're not that far away from the shop, so we're gonna get it back to the shop, get it called in and logged in, and check the hit list, see what else we got up for the grab on the day. Turned out to be a beautiful day, man. Like I said, it ain't really too hot. Sun out. It's a beautiful day. So we're gonna continue to roll this day out and see what else can we get to. I need to stop in there, man. Give me a cut for real. I wonder if my boy got cutting. I know he in there cutting. I might have to pull up on him after I drop this off. I'm most definitely need to get a quick little line. Well, not to keep the line. I need to get my beard trimmed in. I need to get my hair shaved. All right, y'all, so we made it back here, got that vehicle called and logged in. Now we about to, I guess, chill for a little minute. Now, I guess I'm gonna continue to check the hit list. Hopefully we might get some regular calls also to make some more money. If there ain't nothing wrong with making money, man, because I'm always spending it. Something always need to be bought or need to be done. But yeah, I guess we about to just chill for a minute until we get another call. Probably head to the house for a second. But that's pretty much it, man. had to meet a person here also, so they can pick up a rental car. And hold on, y'all, listen. If y'all from the Cleveland, I gotta put my marketing voice on. Listen, if y'all from the Cleveland, Ohio area and y'all looking for an affordable rental, make sure y'all get with us. Make sure y'all get with Reed Rentals, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna leave a link to the description. I'm gonna leave a link in the description. Y'all can probably contact my wife, and that's if y'all in town, y'all looking for a rental. Right now, we got everything is out at this very moment, but we will be getting some more back in very, very soon. But yeah, man, that's what we about to do. Let's about to just chill for a second, man. Like I said, it's a beautiful day outside, so try to take full advantage of this day. Probably get some stuff done at the house in the yard or something. I don't know, but we'll see. We will see. But like I always say, y'all just stick with us for a little while. Stick with us for a little while.
When you come from where I come from, you learn to make it work.
Busy. We back at the house, man. It done got late. We done ate. I done edited up my first short film. Y'all be on the lookout for that. I'm gonna start probably showing promoting the trailer the end of this week, going into next week, because I'm gonna actually premiere it next week, you know. And like I always wanted to do, like, you know what I'm saying, like I write all the time. Like I done wrote like probably like 2 or 3 movies and series and stuff like that, but this is actually the first time like you know what, I'm gonna start off with a smaller project before I work my way up to the bigger projects, you know. And I felt I did an amazing job. Like I say, everything I do, I try to approach it with a mindset to just kind of like be open and learn from the people around me, you know. And but we came together, we did an awesome job. Like I said, we filmed it pretty quick though. We filmed it it probably took us about 3 or 4 days to actually film the whole project. And actually, I was editing the project as we was kind of going, you know, so I wouldn't get bagged up with stuff. And the last day, I just went all the way in, and I'm like, you know what, I'm about to just stay in front of this laptop and just try to just go through everything. And I got the rough draft together. We wind up watching it. And like I said, I'm pleased with it. Like I said, I'm gonna go back through it a few more times and kind of sharpen up a few things and do what I feel like to just make it the best I can make it. You feel me? But yeah, that's what I did, man, today. And like I said, I can't wait to share it with y'all. You know, so y'all be on the lookout at the end of this week. Like I said, I'm gonna start posting like the trailer and start promoting it. Like I said, I'm gonna premiere it next week, so y'all be on the lookout for that. It's gonna be funny. It's got some action in it, and I just can't wait to show y'all, man. I can't wait to show y'all. Y'all see what I got on, man. Shout out to my boy at 392 Wear for the gear. You know, he got me laced. I'm gonna leave a link in the description. So if y'all must have done 392s, man. Listen, this is official gear right here. Shout out to my boy Vegas, man. He most definitely came through clutch. Sent me this shirt. Sent me some idols also. Got the, you know, the 392. Yeah, you know. Got some stickers. Couple keychains. I like both of them though, for real though. I like the way this one feel. I like the way they both raw though, but he most definitely put me some stickers together too though. So we gotta find somewhere to slap them.
Oh shit!
You know, but yeah, shout out to my boy, man. Appreciate you for most definitely looking out for the boy. And then also we got some more goodies here, man. So let's see what we got here, man. Let's see what we got here. We got a lady, daughter, actually made us me and my wife, some tumblers, man. Me and my wife some tumblers. She got one for my wife too. Hold on. Let me try to. Well, I ain't gonna. I'm gonna let her open hers, man. But Came with a right though. Came with a note, y'all. Let me read the note to y'all. Let me see here. Okay, it say the Togo. Say my name is Lindell Williams, and I wanted to send you you and your wife 2 tumblers that her daughter made. You know what I'm saying? She wanted to make sure we received them in a timely manner. She said, I have watched your content for months now, and you really make me laugh my butt off with some of those toes you do. Then some of the toes seem to be very personal to you, like the one that were, excuse me, y'all, like the one that were going to tow, but the mother had a little girl at the car as she talked to you, and you showed compassion by not taking the car. I listened to your journey and was so touched by your story and wanted to send not only you a tumbler, but your wife also. I can't overlook her. I am a wife also, and no one will overlook this Louisiana wife, LOL. I hope you all enjoy the tumblers and keep up the good work. Just know you are making the folks in Ohio proud of the work you are doing, and these folks down here in the great state of Louisiana are watching and supporting you also. Hey, listen, man, we always appreciate, man, the love, the support. Like, it also, I think stuff like this, man, just keep me motivated on just doing what I do, man. You know what I'm saying? And being who I am and just showing love also. I don't know why my voice just got so raspy, man. I don't know what's going on here. Excuse me. But we appreciate you, you know what I'm saying? We love you, you know what I'm saying? And we gonna most definitely put these babies to use, so. Yes. Be on the lookout. You gonna see them in the truck, you know what I'm saying? You gonna see them in the truck doing what they do best, you feel me? Let's see let's see what else we got. We gonna set this to the side right here. No, appreciate you and love you again for sure, man. And we love our Louisiana people, man. We gonna be to see y'all one day. We gonna be to see y'all. Okay, let's see what we got here. Let's see what we got here. This is from Clark Swimming Pools, man. Jennifer and Chad, we appreciate y'all for sending us these goodies. You know what I'm saying? She had actually won. I was doing a live one night and I was giving away merchandise, and she was actually one of the winners. And they own Clark Swimming Pools. And she was like, we want to send y'all some stuff also. So we want to see what they got for us, man. Okay. I need this right here. I need this so when my wife fix my little lunch when I'm on the go, you know, so I can throw it right in my lunch box and it be nice and either warm or cool, you know? So yeah, we're gonna need that right there. And everybody know I love my hats, man. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I don't know when the last time y'all see me without a hat. Come on. Hey, that's what's up. Sent us some, so sent us all some shirts. It's got some smalls for Bay and some mediums for us and the kids and some more mediums.